Great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here we go, set, go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in your first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Tag. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
Now run straight ahead with 1. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. 39-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Now back to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go. Can.
Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught.
Here we go.
And you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Burrow will throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Wide 80.
Again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase from 17 yards out. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A handoff for Warren. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
Ready. Come on. Set. 60 vices.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
11.
They'll set up to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here this first half. McPherson on for the point after.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Bronco 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On, ready? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Back to throw here. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
180. 180. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Here we go. 180. 11, Thomas. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
12.
From the gun again to Brown. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Stop.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Gun. Stop. 180. 180. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Here we go. Stop. 180. 180.
Chase, the motion man, right.
Stop.
Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go. 180. 12. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The kicker here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5.
12. Here we go.
Now again, left side, Brown with it. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here we go. 180.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Flushed out right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 in the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there. They're starting to hit them with some big plays.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Ready, break.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1.
Ready. Gravity Lions. Ready.
Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protected. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw. The man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Bengals drive about to get going. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth quarter lead.
11 Thomas. Stop.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of the defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I'm one, ready?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Cut! Close. Cut!
Now it's Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
1-1, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11. 180. Cut!
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 12. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here we go. 180. 180. Stop.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! Chase Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
It's not enough. You sell it, but it's not enough. You better reach them, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I say G, hey, watch him do it. We surprised outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This is Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not his home. This is a revelation. How to get it? Go
On the set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Tag. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
Let's go now.
Now back to throw. Finds Pickens out right. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets us from inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It throws it on the middle, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. Now he's into the clear again. Jamar Chase. Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. What an effort. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Come on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing.
Okay,
but in
ready?
this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Tag. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
49. Steelers 27.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Can. Stop.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bengals, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
by a chumba